without a home. Lately you've changed my life, and it just ain't right. So I love you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the ShortFilm podcast, the podcast where we break down the magic of cinema one frame at a time. I'm James, your host, and today we're diving into an aspect of filmmaking that's often overlooked, but absolutely essential: sound. From musical scores to sound design and even the power of silence, sound plays a crucial role in storytelling, and let's get into talking about it because this is... I say this about every topic I talk about. If I love filmmaking, filmmaking is a big passion of mine. So, every time we talk about a topic, whether it's editing, sound, what have you, I'm going to say it's my favorite, and I don't know why. I just love it. It's all my favorite. So get used to it. Okay. So sound, let's start with the importance of sound. The importance of sound. Sound in film isn't just about dialogue. It's about how music, effects, and silence, all in all, can shape our emotional response to watching the film. Think about watching a horror movie with the sound off. It's definitely not as scary. I've done it before, and it's not worth it. It's definitely not something that I would recommend. The sounds in horror movies are definitely more essential than sounds in other movies, I should say. Sound immerses us in a film's world and enhances storytelling in ways that we don't always consciously recognize. It tells us how to feel, where to focus, and even when to be scared. Music has the power to transform a scene completely. Just imagine movies that we've seen where you just you associate the film that you're watching with the song that it goes to. Like, imagine Jaws without John Williams' ominous score, the one that we all think of, dun it, dun it, dun it, or Star Wars without its iconic themes. A great film score is not only supports the story, but can also become a character in its own right. Look at those two films that I just named. Could you imagine both of those films without scores? I know. Composers like Hans Zimmer, Ennio Morricone, and Howard Shore have definitely created some of the most memorable film soundtracks of all time. Whether it's orchestral, electronic, or minimalistic, music shapes our perception of a film's tone and mood every time. Sound design is also one of the most underrated aspects of filmmaking. The way a door creaks, the rustling of leaves, Foley, the sound of distant traffic can transport us into a scene and just keep us there, Sci-fi and fantasy films especially rely on sound designers to create new worlds. Just think about the sound of lightsaber hums in Star Wars, or the eerie alien clicks in A Quiet Place. Every sound we hear in a film is intentionally crafted to add realism, tension, or emotion. That's why Foley... I wish I could have a job in Foley. Foley, for those of you who don't know, is when, say, there's a scene in a movie and they're rustling around the kitchen looking for something. It's every single little ding, little click, little pat on the counter that you hear. That is all enhanced and created by someone in a studio, especially animated films are especially reliant on this. So this is just one of those things that, oh my god, it'd be so much fun to go to work and just bang pots around and break carrots to create the sound of breaking bones. Oh my goodness, that would be a dream job. So now let's talk about the power of silence. We've been talking about the power of sound. Let's talk about silence. Sometimes silence speaks the loudest. The absence of sound can create tension, intimacy, and even fear. Thinking about No Country for Old Men. Its lack of musical score amplifies the suspense. And, like we were just talking about, A Quiet Place, they use silence as a core part of its horror. Silence focuses on pretty much nothing and forces us to pay attention to every movement, every breath, making scenes feel more intense and immersive for free. So, filmmakers use sound to guide our emotions. Obviously, a sudden spike in volume can startle us in a horror movie. That's why jump scares are a big thing. Loud noises in horror movies are very prominent, while swelling orchestra can definitely bring us to tears if we're watching a drama. Think about how Inception used the bram sound to create tension and urgency, or how Dunkirk used ticking clocks in its score to build relentless suspense. Sound is a filmmaker's secret weapon in storytelling. As technology advances, of course, the sound in film is evolving. With immersive audio formats like Dolby Atmos, filmmakers can create a 3D soundscape that places the audience right in the middle of the action. How cool is that? I love that. Virtual reality and interactive media are also pushing the boundaries of sound design, making audio an even more integral part of storytelling. AI is going to bring storytelling and filmmaking into a whole new level. I just hope it looks real. I know it might sound real, who knows. But, virtual reality, interactive media, they're pushing the boundaries of sound design, making audio integral parts of storytelling. What does the future hold for cinema, one might ask? One thing is for sure, sound will continue to shape how we experience film in ways that we may not even realize. So that's a wrap on today's episode. Sound is an invisible force that shapes how we experience film, and once you start paying attention to it, you'll never watch movies the same way ever again. I promise you that. What are some of your favorite examples of sound in film? Let me know on social media. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, like and subscribe. Join me next time as we continue exploring the magic of movies. And until then, keep watching, keep listening, and keep creating.
The house is not a home. Lately you changed my life, and it just ain't right. So I